Hey guys, what's up? It's ComputerFreestyling here. I'm getting off from my break of tutorials from the summer, and I'm getting back on the ball. Anyways, this tutorial is on how to host a TeamSpeak server. This is a relatively long tutorial, so you might see two parts to this. So anyways, the first thing you'll want to do is, of course, open your browser and go to TeamSpeak.com. On the website, you'll see TeamSpeak is a flexible, powerful, and scalable software which enables people to speak with one another over the internet. This is pretty much a nice program which allows you to have a voice over IP server which will allow you to voice chat with other people. First, you want to go to downloads, and then TeamSpeak 2 server, and make sure to go to the USA server if you're in the US. Click download, and then go to the bottom because this is the end user license agreement or whatnot, and then just click I agree. You'll download the file, which just click save and run it. It's gonna go through the basic installation process of, I guess, installing a program. No big deal. Okay. Sorry. Accept the agreement, choose where you want to install it, the name, and create a desktop icon, and click install. But here I stop because I'm not installing it. Anyways, now that you have it installed, where I install it here for the sake of this tutorial, you'll want to open it. When you open it, you'll have a window that pops up giving you a username for the admin account and a password, and the username for a super admin and the account password. You'll want to keep that so you can change the settings. To do this, just go to the server icon, the TeamSpeak server icon on your taskbar, or whatever operating system you have. Right click and click administration. A page will pop up online on your browser, and you'll want to put in the information you got from that pop-up from TeamSpeak. For my example, I put test and 1, 2, 3, 4. Log in, and then the first thing you might want to do is click add client, so you can have your own account in the super admin database. And then just put in a password and just click add, and then after that you can log out and try it. Anyways, just click servers now, and we're gonna go to the first server we have, which is this one. Just click select, and there are server permissions. So if there are people out there, or if you want to, I guess, change the permissions of the users who join your server, feel free to. If you have any questions on what a certain permission does, feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer your question as soon as possible. Anyways, to change the settings of the server, just go to server settings, name it, for example, max amount of users. You can, I'm sure there's a limit, but 100 is not a problem, I think. Clan server, if it's just for a clan. Public, if you're planning on taking on a larger amount of users, I'd probably start with clan server because, well, for my example, I make my TeamSpeak server for a clan. UDP port, if you know what a UDP port setting is, you'll want to change it, I guess, to one of your liking. But for me, I mean the default UDP server port for TeamSpeak is 8767. I just leave it at that, but if you want to, you can change it. Now, if you have a router, wireless internet, etc., you'll want to listen to the following part of the tutorial. If you don't, it's okay. I mean, if you have Ethernet, I guess, or dial-up or something, that's okay too. All you'll have to do is just skip this part and go on to the next part of the server, the video, I guess. But another amount of settings in the web panel that you might want to look into is global settings. This information is the admin email, because I'm sure people can look this up and they'll want an email, maybe comments on the server. So email at ISP link. This link is pretty much to a website you might have that is hosting it. So www.websites.com, and the ISP name is the provider, so ComputerFreestyling, and the country is where you live. I live in the United States. And list public, this is if you want people who have the client and want to look at a server, you can do this if you want to list it in the public. And the spam settings, this is pretty much important if you want to stop people from spamming. I suggest 5 max commands in 2 seconds. They will automatically be kicked out of the server. And web post, that is if you have, like, I think TeamSpeak viewer or something. It's pretty much the URL of a I guess a program or application that can be on the web or anything, like just to let other people view who's in the server, the channels, and etc. But that is only if you have it, and for this tutorial I don't, so whatever. Anyways, back to server settings. Make sure click save. Anyways, to port forwarding, this is a very important part, and therefore it will be made a part of its own. So, to change the port, I believe you have to stop the server, meaning no people can join. Just hit server settings and change it to whatever you want for those who are experienced in this area, but by default it is 8767. Anyways, to the next video for more instructions. The port forwarding part will be a video on its own. So if you do not need to port forward your if you don't need to forward ports, feel free to skip the port forwarding video. Anyways, yeah, I'll have a, I guess, link or something in the description that will lead you to the next part of this tutorial. Okay, in the meanwhile, please rate, comment, add, or subscribe, and remember, next video